Hello and welcome to Toto TCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are here with our first round of the second day of pre-releases for Unbroken Bonds. So it's going pretty well indeed. If you've seen the opening, you'll know what we've got. We're just getting ready to get started here. We ran a full fighting deck, which was pretty fun, to be honest. We managed to get 3 Gligars and a Gliscor, which we definitely used straight away. Giving Gligar that free retreat was great because I could obviously keep my Stakataka on the bench, getting some energies on that, and it was just working very, very well. Hopefully this will demonstrate it extremely nicely for you guys as we get started. I'm pretty sure we've rolled already. I'm pretty certain that I went first, but we'll have to wait and see. I think I managed to get 2 energy spinners. Whether I got them through a pack or the box, I can't remember off the top of my head. But we had 2. So if we were going second, we could have grabbed a load of energies, which is great. Looks as if we can get started with a Gligar in the active, Stakataka on the bench, and a Sandshrew on the bench as well. And my opponent starting with a Crabrawler on his active. So he's got a Pokemon Communication coming out, which means he's going to get rid of a... He's going to probably get rid of a Pokemon at some point. Probably going to be that... yeah, there we go. That's gone. So he's then going to probably look for a Crabominable, I'm guessing, to evolve that Crabrawler, knowing that I'll be able to hit that quite nicely if that Stakataka gets going. So, is he going to get the Crabominable? Yes, he is. There we go. So he grabs that, ready to go. Nothing on his bench at the moment, so it's okay first turn, because I'm probably not going to be able to get enough energies going on my first turn to knock out a Crabrawler, but at least he's ready for his next turn to evolve up. Okay, so where do we go from there then? Energy getting attached? I'm guessing so. Yep, nice. And then out comes a Lily for what looks like possibly 4 there. Might be 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess he's double checking. 7. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so there's a Sandslash in hand. He's got 2 Sandslashes, and down comes another Crabrawler. Okay, and that's over to me. So we draw into another Gligar, which goes down on the bench, and an energy as well. We've got an energy spinner coming out, which gives us 3 energies straight away. We were running 15 energies, I believe, so that was pretty good. My opponent just checking that just to see what it does. And I'm pretty sure that when he evolves into... there's a move on the Crabominable, which I think it's like called Fight Alone. And it's for however many your opponent's Pokemon they have. So, for example, I've got 4, and he's only got 2 at the moment. So it does 20, and then it does, I think, 50 more for every Pokemon that I have extra. So at the moment now, it's 1 extra. So he'd be doing 70 damage to the Gligar, which is a knockout regardless. So that would get knocked out. So down comes the Crabominable onto the Crabrawler. He's probably going to put an energy on there so he can do the Fight Alone and get a knockout. We're getting started with some dice over there just to be on the safe side. Down comes another energy. And so it's doing 20, but it's also doing 50 because of my bench. So he's just going over that at the moment. So 60, and it'd be knocked out. So that's knocked out, and he gets a prize card, completely random. So he gets to take that. We bring up another Gligar, and I'm using the Gligars as almost like a shield because I know that Stakataka. I'm almost baiting my opponent into obviously taking knockouts, because at the moment now that Stakataka has 200 health, which is great because it would normally have, I think, 110 or 20. So it's that additional extra, which was great, and I could really then hit home on his side to get some knockouts there. And with that Gligar having free retreat as well, it was great. Especially knowing that obviously I can just literally, happy days, bring it back, put it whatever I wanted, and all good to go. So let's have a little look what happens now. Another energy then going on the Sandslash. And he'll be able to do another knockout then on that, so that gets knocked out, another prize card, so we're still all good. Stakataka coming up here now, so he's able to take some damage here. Now at the moment now, he would be attacking us for 20, There's another energy going on there for the 3. We've got an energy spinner in hand, and I think several other energies, so we don't really need to use that energy spinner. So that's all good. Stakataka will be able to do 110 here, which I don't think will be a knockout. And then we roll to see if we get heads or tails. Now, if I had heads, I'd carry on going until I had tails, and for every heads I have until the tails, I would then discard a... my opponent would discard a card from the top of their deck. So if I got 4, then they discard 4 cards, which was pretty cool. Nice way of obviously getting rid of possible evolutions, trainers, etc. And just handing out some dice there, because I don't think my opponent had some at that time. So it's not a knockout at the moment, and now he's making it... What the heck is that? Oh, it's a right horn, okay. So right horn goes down on my opponent's side. Now he's still going to be able to only do 20 damage here, not the 50, because we're lower on Pokemon, which is definitely a bonus. So, is he going to attach to the Sand Slash? Yes, he does. Okay, so just in case, he's going to be bringing that one up and trying to get some damage on that. He's going to probably do the 20 damage now to the Stakataka, which puts it to 180 health, which is all good. But we will get the knockout next turn. We can then start putting some energies then on that Sand Slash. The Sand Shrew, sorry. And it was 30 and then 50. Sorry about that. My mistake. So energy going on to this Sand Shrew, and then we're going to go for the knockout on that, and then see if we can get some heads or tails. Looks as if we got heads. Heads again. Heads again. Heads again. And wow, okay, so we got 4 there. So he's revealing Kahili, 2 energies, and an evolution of that Crabominable, which was probably the only one that he can use there. So he's probably going to use Sand Slash now coming up here. And is Sand Slash going to come up? It's probably the best thing for him to do. The retreat cost on the right horn, I think, is pretty massive, and he's not exactly ready with the Brawler to bring it? No. So I think we're just talking about the different, that ability on there to obviously say about the 200, but then also the discarding of the cards there, just to make sure everything's going correctly, which it is. So, he's going to bring up the Sand Slash. He's got to try and do the, I think the first attack allows you to roll 4 dice, and then for every heads you do 30 damage, which was pretty cool, because if obviously you got all 4, happy days, you're doing 120 for 1 energy. Cubone coming down to the bench there. Energy being attached to the Crabrawler there. No. Okay, he's double checking how much energy he's got there. And I'm guessing he's just having a read of it before grabbing 4 dice. Unless he doesn't want to put an energy down, he might do. He might not. What's he going to do? There it goes onto the Crabrawler, so that was going to happen, and then he's going to do the 30 times damage here, so he needs 4 dice. Grabbing 4 dice. See how he does. I see 2 there. I see 2 4s and 2 5s, so that's another 60 going on there. So that's only 90 damage. So he's still got 110. So doing pretty well, and starting to stack up the energies now on the Sand Shrew. And then we'll be able to get the knockout on the Sand Slash, because I think it's only got 110 exactly. Roll tails there, so no discarding of cards there. Another prize card coming into the hand. Several energies in hand, which is great. Rhyhorn now coming up, so we'll be able to knock that one out quite easily, and not enough energies are going to be placed on that to do any damage. But it is a fallback. Crabrawler gets another energy on itself. And then he's going to pass turn. So we'll be able to knock that out. Can we at all draw into any of the cards? Looks as if we got a Crabrawler coming down there. Energy going on the Crabrawler, just in case. Are we going to Kahili? I think there was a Kahili in my hand, but we're not going to. We're just going to get the knockout there. Roll, that's 1. Okay, so it discards 1, and that's a Janine going into the discard pile. 1 prize card remaining on this. Okay. Brings up the Crabrawler here, so can he get a knockout on us? Ideally, he would need the Crabominable. Looker for bottom 3 cards of his deck. He definitely needs to knock out this Stakataka. He has to. Otherwise, we've got this. So, another... What the heck is that? Is that Stakataka? That might be Stakataka. I might be completely wrong. What is that? That must be. I'm pretty certain that is Stakataka. So, how much damage does he do? Is it 20 or something? So we've got 90 on it. He's probably got enough to do one of the attacks from the Crabrawler, just not a Crabominable to evolve up. However, if he doesn't get the knockout here, I think he knows that, yeah, he knows. He knows! Oh, good. So moving on to the second round there. Gligar's coming in for that helpful hand. Erica in the prizes there. Very happy, actually, I've got to mention this, is that, I've probably mentioned it before, but never pulled an Erica hospitality as like the holo in when we open team up. None. Not even a reverse holo. So for me to be able to get just regular cards of Erica is great, because I know how well that card is, and I wanted some, just didn't really want to buy them. But having them in a pre-release for all 3 of them, I now have 3 and my full art, so I've got a full play set, which is great. So if I do need Ericas, at least now I have got them, which is awesome. So I'll probably be looking out for one more pre-release box just to see if we can maybe get a 4th version of Erica, and then we're all good, because we've got our Ericas and we're all happy days. So I'm shuffled up, ready to go with a split, and so is my opponent. So splitting up the deck there and drawing into 7 cards. Let's see how we can do here. Okay, so we've got a basic. 4 prizes are down and we're all good to go. We've probably got plenty of energies there. That might be a Crabominable in hand, which is pretty interesting. So my opponent does have a Tyrogue with the ability. So I think the ability is you flip a coin, and I think if it's heads, I think it does 30 damage. If not, then it doesn't do anything. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But let's see what happens here. I think he's got a Crabominable in hand. It looks as if he's going to do the ability here to see if he can get the damage going. And can he do so? That's the question. That is the question. Come on. There is heads, so that's 30 damage on the Gligar. So we do need a basic now, which we gladly do get from the Sandshrew. Look for the bottom 3 cards of our deck. Checking out what we can get from there. Might be just a load of energies, seeing as we did run 15, but we only wanted fighting, which was all good. So another fighting energy going on to the Sandshrew there. Probably ready for a Sand Slash, because if we can even get 2 heads with that, we're all good. So I think I'm just looking at the supporters just to sort of plan out my next few turns here. If Gligar does go down, hopefully we'll then be able to get a Sandshrew. But we do get free retreat with the Gligar, which is great stuff. So he's going to go for another heads or tails. It is tails, so that's no longer 30 and it's not going to get knocked out, which is good on us. There is our Sand Slash coming down here. We can free retreat this if we wanted to. Energy going on there just in case we can't get this done correctly. We're going to put down at the Martial Arts Stadium, which allows us 10 extra damage. I think my opponent's just having a read of that. It's 10 extra damage, and then if I'm higher on prize cards, it's 40. It's just Ultra Beast can't do that. Looks as if my opponent forgot to put their prize cards down. Great stuff. It's only pre-release. It's only a pre-release. Janine coming out there, so we're looking at our 4 now and checking to see what we can get from the 4. We're going to grab maybe some supporters or an energy or something like that. Shuffle the other 2 back in. I guess I'm sort of taunting my opponent here because all I have to do is really just retreat now. Bring up the... Oh, what's that? That's a Stakataka. Okay, this is not looking good. So free retreat with the Gligar because there's no energies. Bringing up the Sand Slash grabbing 4 dice. We only need 2 heads here. That's all we need here. We need 4 and we've won. Sorry, we just need 2 dice to be heads and we've won. 6, 2, and that's knockout. There we go. Wow. Very, very quick there. My opponent didn't have any chance there with that TIE Rogue. Green Search stopping anything. Energies. There was a... Oh, look at that. Evolve forms and everything. Crazy, crazy stuff. But there we go. I mean, I definitely think I've enjoyed this pre-release so far out of the other. The other one was good. This one was even better. You know, having that full-on fighting deck and everything seemed to just work. Managed to actually get second on the day, which isn't bad. Got beaten by a Melmetal and Lucario GX. That's a great way to go out. But I was more than happy with how the deck ran. It was great. The supporters worked for me. It was all good. So really, really good stuff there. Enjoyed that indeed. And yeah, we'll have another video coming up tomorrow with some interesting produce. And then it's Unbroken Bonds. So I'll see you guys in the next video on the channel.